What if I switch it to... Ah, there we go. Oh, that's a little on the loud side. Okay, how's that for volume? Okay, that seems to be about where it needs to be, approximately. Um, that can get removed, which... Does that let me... Yeah, that does let me compact that down a little bit more. Also, make sure everything's shrunk all the way. Try and get this application down in size a little bit, but doesn't look like it's going to go more than it already has. That's probably fine. Okay, so we're going to start with Warframe quickly. It's... Oh, you can go live over there, I guess, for now. Just till the application's up and running. That looks like it's going to be a little loud. How about maybe there? Yeah, that should be fine. There should be fine. So Nora, or not Nora's Mix. I really haven't played as much of this as I normally do. Why the fuck is somebody knocking on my ceiling? Properties. Warframe.
Hunter, you exceed expectations. You are far more exciting and complex than any specimen in my sanctuary.
We'll take the Fieldren sample. It really doesn't matter which one of those I take. So, yeah, I basically have barely been logging in lately to this. Doing a lot of other stuff. But I noticed this up, and I'm curious to know what it is. I also noticed there's a Lotus event. I could win a guitar. Okay, fuck it, we'll just... I'm actually going to copy this. In... Control C that. Control V it into here. Should, yep. Okay, I'm just going to real quick do this giveaway. Because, I mean, freebie giveaway. Why the hell not? Okay. Enter the giveaway. Country. Canadian. Platform of PC. Player. Yep, enter giveaway. Watch the official Proto Frame trailer. Okay, well, you know. We'll just mute this for copyright reasons. And then attempt to block it a little bit more. Oh, cool. That's actually sick-ass frame. It's an absolute tease, but I don't really give a shit. If you want, you can just look it up. Warframe Tekrot Encore official Protofame reveal. It looks 3 new frames. I like the male frame. And the 1 female frame. The little frame I couldn't care less about, but the other 2 frames look cool. Oh, wait, holy shit, is that Nova? Oh, and of course they're doing one for the new frame as well. But wait, if they're actually running a Nova one, I may grab that. I would grab a proto frame for Nova. Not gonna lie. Okay, I've just watched it. Beautiful. We've got all the entries we can. I think it's just two that you can get. But out of the 10,000, if I can win a freaking freebie, I'll win a freebie. Does it give anything? I actually want to know more. It's rare that I do, but I want to know. Okay, so Temple, the new frame coming in. There is a Nova one. I'll be getting that. Saren and Frost, and I may get Flare actually, just because I do plan on getting the Temple frame. Um, and I actually kind of want all of these. I won't lie. They look freaking sick. Um, and I love that. Can I view them in game? I seriously doubt it, but um, now it makes sense. Oh no, it's Inaros. It's Inaros and Ash Prime up. Uh, but I think Frost and Saren may be next. Frost, I've heard, is decent. Temple is goaded. I'm just looking at chat, which this is regional chat, so just be forewarned if you look at that. I can't. Case in point, I can't really say anything for the sanity going on in that corner. Temple, I don't think is released yet. I got a very long list of shit to do, according to this. Event-wise, I have all three of these now. I'm using one of them on Jade. Absolutely loving it. I think it looks good on her. Almost as if it was made for her or something stupid. Haven't done any of these. Need to do both of these. Excavation and exterminate. Yep. Well, whatever. And then there's a bunch of crap that I'm not going to do. Excavation, it's just one. I don't think I need a squad to do these. They'll be fast. And then the plan is to go over to the Hunter, and I'm gonna have to do some hunting. We're probably gonna go to Hirschfelden. I need to do some hunting for a little bit of creds, and then oh goodness, why is my frame rate so bad? The fuck? Pick up your frames. Stop dropping them. Uh, if I see it, I'll grab it. Or no, not that. That. I'm getting really bad frame dropping, which is concerning to me because I shouldn't be. Okay. Might be because of the stream. Nice. Honestly, I hadn't planned on like grinding the Saren and Frost. I think it's Saren and Frost are set to come out in the next Nightwave Resurgence. What gun is this? Oh, this is still. You can tell it's been a while since I last played because I actually feel tight right now. Like, I've always found Warframe, I want higher FOV. I play on a 31.5-inch monitor, but it's also taller. It's like 2560 or something. 2560 by I think 1440 or something crazy. But um, oh, I gotta do 500. Damn it! I should have come in with a squad. Are they even able to kill it? We'll go until it has like 5 seconds left. Them or just left them. We're just gonna grab something and run. Grab a power carrot or a power cell and just leave. Did they kill it? No, it finished. This is gonna be painfully longer than I wanted. I should have done it with a squad. I do need cryotic, so it's not the end of the world that it's longer. It was just I figured it'd be one, not multiple. Where's I also have no idea what Nova or Jade's abilities are, so that's not helping anything. I think she can fly, but I think that might be it. I don't, or not it. I think that's the only thing I actually know anything about. Man, I have not played enough Warframe. No, but that second set of proto frames, I'm gonna shoot a message to my buddy about it, but it's honestly, as painful as it is, I'm gonna probably wind up getting all of them because I know I want Temple. I think he's supposed to release next month. I know I use Nova a bunch, so getting her proto frame just makes sense. Um, can I go yet? Give it another second, couple seconds. I don't want to. Yeah, that's fine. We'll one over here somewhere. Is there? See how bad it is? I'm basically blind at the moment. Oh, actually, it's probably up here. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't help any at the moment that Jade is actually a very large frame. Like her actual model is huge, especially with the ephemera I have on her. So that doesn't help with me feeling cramped. No, that's gonna be way further back than I want to go. That's perfect. We'll come over here. We'll try and split ourselves. This could end really badly. Crap, it ate it. I shouldn't have come for two. Shouldn't have gone for two. Because as soon as I went for two, now we've got. Oh yeah, they've beat the fuck out of the other one. Shouldn't have done that. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew. That was just me being retarded. This could have been the last one. But instead, I'm probably going to have to go all the way back to the start. Okay, so let's try this then. Okay, so that does what? I also have no mods in Jade. I literally claimed her, did her an outfit, and then I'm using her. I'm not making that mistake twice. Not doing it. Apparently, oh yeah, no, I do magnetic with this. Because a flamethrower that casts magnetic damage makes sense. Okay, I'm good to go to the next one. They can't kill it in 9 seconds. Much less 3. Okay, this will be the last one. Man, I wish I could turn my FOV up. That's the problem with playing on a large device. You actually have to run higher FOVs for stuff because otherwise it looks wrong. Everything just winds up being super zoomed in. Come on, give me a carrier. It's not giving me any carriers. There's one. There. Faster you can fully power them, the better. Um, well, I won't be staying. I can tell you that. It is just gonna die quickly, but it'll be a little bit of cryotic, which I need because I want to build Valve and Prime. Between the dropping frames and just not being used to playing this, it's becoming very difficult. No, he isn't playing it either. Fair enough. 548, yeah. I'll check again, but I already know the answer. Search. Yeah, you only get a 90 FOV. I need like 100, which is really annoying because as it stands, this is already maxed. So we'll switch to public and then we'll get that other alert out of the way. It is still just a low level exterminate, so I don't technically need to, but and we'll throw some mods in you. Starting with you can have a steel charge. Because if you're gonna just be universal, you can have the extra extra. Oh wait, two aura mods. The fuck? Why can't I have two? Okay, well I guess we can have total bonusing health. Why the heck there's two here? I don't know. Warframe, is this new? um, I mean we'll put it on because it's a high leveled one. You don't get summons. You don't go invisible. I don't know that there's much reason to run anything else. Um, specifically. Plus 100% armor, plus 100% health. Actually, you have decent health. Plus ability strength. Actually, for the cost difference, I may run Umbral. Get the Umbral set on here. Because that should... It's a little bit weaker to do this, but I get better versions of these for a total cost of two more. So that's fine. And with it being obscene with this, because I don't know why. Okay, so real quick. That heals allies and hurts enemies. Okay, so I want duration. Desperately need duration for that. Symphony of Mercy. Ability strength, weapon damage, shield effectiveness. So good for boosting Hiltrin. So yeah, this thing really needs some duration. And then this is literally a start flying. Okay. Ability strength is good, but I think all of her abilities kind of are tied to duration. So I think that's honestly going to be where it needs to go next. I'm not going to throw it on quite yet. I'm going to keep leveling it first because I think, well, could run it instead of intensify. So that's affected. They're all affected by intensify as well, distinctly. So when I can, I'll throw a prime continuity on and get plus 50% duration. So instead of it being 5, it'll be 7.5 seconds of this, that, or whatever else. And then we'll run this. Yes, I do like this game Fusion. and I'm doing fine. So rare people chat that I just forget to check it. I've played a fair bit of this game in the past. Lately, I've also been playing other stuff, though. I don't know, kind of depends on the mood. Uh, for a while, I was streaming daily, or almost daily, but lately it's just kind of been hit or miss. Don't really have much of a schedule. I should stream more, but uh, I don't know. It just hasn't been happening a ton lately. Yeah, I'll try to do that. Most challenging game? Um, I haven't actually completed many games fully. Probably Cyberpunk. It's one of the few that I have. I play a lot of multiplayer games though, so doesn't really leave a lot of opportunity. Like this game's still kind of open-ended that way. So although I've completed I think all, if not almost all the story stuff, it doesn't actually finish because they're just going to release more content. Yeah, I'm not the best at interacting with chat, but I'm from Ontario. How about you? Where are you from? Yeah, I don't hate Ontario. I grew up here, so I'm a little biased, but Texas, nice. I bet you it's warm out there. Ultimate dream gaming setup? I don't know. My setup as it stands is fairly decent, so probably a little bit better computer. I currently have a RX 6600 and a Ryzen 5 5600, so maybe a bit better of those just so the games perform a little bit better, and one or two monitors that are a little bit better, but as it stands, there's not really a ton of improvement left for the setup. I've already got three monitors and a TV hooked up to the computer, so inconsistently probably did my first stream 4 or 5 years ago, but like I said before, it's really inconsistent. Like I think this is my first stream in a month, probably something around there. It it can be really hit or miss. Yeah, I think it's a good way to kill time, get a little oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. What little community interaction I've had with Twitch and YouTube have been good. So yeah, well that's really good. I was never great at art, so I can appreciate people who are good at it. So, oh, good for you. I'm not really in a position where I'm looking to spend money on stuff like art and designs at the moment, unfortunately. It's just not something I can quite muster. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I can't really do a ton about it at the moment. I hope that does go well for you, though. I know a lot of people do pay for stuff like that. It's just I don't really have the financial freedom to do that at the moment. Got enough expenses without paying for artwork, especially with a very sporadic and inconsistent stream schedule. Glory, what is this? Does she have a weapon? Do I need a mono weapon out of her? And yet another contribution to the piggy bank of Maru. Auto install. I love how it works that it's just like, yeah, so you get a bunch of these and you just do Maru's Bazaar so that you have a bunch of endo kind of sitting there. Because it goes from like 300 value to 1500 just by slotting it. And you get the stuff for that super easily. So now it's like just in these alone, I probably have 10, 20,000 stowed. Uh, but you don't get rid of this one. This one I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I have these placed somewhere, so I don't think I'd get rid of all of them. Not that I'm desperately looking to get rid of crap at the moment anyway. You have something called glory on you. You don't. That might be why there's an extra aura mod available for her. Something to do with that. But uh, I don't think I've been to Iron Wake this week, so we'll double check. Need to make sure I'm going to Iron Wake consistently about once a week and get two Riven mods, and Riven mods are sellable for Endo, or not Endo, Plat. So you get premium currency for them. Okay, no, I already have been this week. They're just a good way of sourcing some Plat once you're able to get the Riven slivers, which come from higher level, or can drop from higher level Eximus, I believe. So if you do stuff like Archon hunts and stuff, you'll get them fairly consistently. But it's very limited how many you can get kind of per week, so it's good to get them as much as you can. And of course, you gotta visit Clem if you're in Iron Wake. Gotta come see him for a couple minutes. Always say hi. Just for a couple minutes. Oh yeah. Since I was last streaming at all, I don't know if my plat count was really known. It's been up high a couple times, but it keeps coming down because I have almost every color palette. I got into buying these customizations, and now I have everything from here, and even a few you don't get from this end of the shop. I think there's maybe a dozen that I don't have, and I know at least one of them you can't actually acquire through normal means. You have to get it through um, looking for a word, looking for a name. You got to get it through St. Patrick's Day, the event they run for that. So as far as ones you can actually get via platinum or whatever else, I have almost all of them. I do need to continue working on the Night Wave. I just haven't been. I'm gonna switch off of Jade for a sec just to show this. Switch over to Kome or something that's a little less vibrant and massive. Yeah, see, Kome feels right. It's a little bit smaller. My interior design, I'm loving. This is basically just a rip off the original, or original basic. Um, Slightly more vibrant colors. I actually took wear and tear and turned it all the way down. So normally there's a lot of wear and tear, but this is like a very clean look. I've wanted to implement this across other stuff, but with possibly exception of, I think it's Saren, I actually don't know that it would work for most skins. But for the Orbiter itself, I think it looks very good. The color palette I've been going for is better than default. Or, well, maybe that's a bad name for it. I need to get a better name for it. Basically, uh, so this is default Kome. This is my Kome. It's brighter colors. It's a little more vibrant. Basically, I just improved on Kome a bit. Kind of started with Nova because I haven't really found a way to make Nova look good. But, no, not that one. This one. Comparatively to this, I think this looks better. It's basically hinting it up. With exception of, I don't think Site 09, yeah, Site 09 is not, Excalibur Umbra, I haven't, but you take something like Hildren, it's the subtleties, right? So you got basic, you got my version. It just brings out the frames a little bit more. You almost never see the difference, but they look good because from what I found, I don't like actually doing a color palette or color scheme for them. I find it becomes difficult to make it look consistent. That one was just a shit post. Um, make it look consistently good. But I did find that the basic colors of most of the frames are kind of washed out and simple. So by bringing the vibrancy into them, it makes them look better, but it's subtle. And at least I think it kind of allows it to accentuate the colors and make them a little bit more it builds a little more character into it. I think is basically what I'm trying to say. Like it accentuates the frame. So even when you look at it and it's like, okay, it's paired with this weapon that looks like shit, it's not consistent compared to basic color palette with basic color palette, I think it does look a little bit better. Just a little bit. It kind of just pulls it out. Um, I will say it was a little weird at first doing it, but now it's like I can't I can't see myself going back to any specific color palette just because it doesn't look as good in my opinion. Like, did I helmet there? No. If our see if I still you again can see it pretty boldly how it's better, how it's more vibrant, how it pulls the color out. Where's one that I would have made into a shit post? Necros? No. Octavia? No. The only one maybe is Excalibur. This is basic. This is the one I have equipped for it. I tried to kind of accentuate. This was when I was trying to kind of make it look like a prime, like make it look better. That's kind of where it started. And then Excalibur, I actually haven't been able to do an amazing job of. Not like the other stuff where it's like slightly accentuated. This one I didn't like how the colors mixed. I don't love how this looks compared to this. So that one I actually did do unique. But for instance, if I were to grab uh, maybe we'll take Mirage. That nope, that one has 3 customs. That one already has 3 customs. Which one was one that I was actually trying to make look different? Excalibur was probably one of the first ones. So if we go over to here, we can just kind of ditch this. This is basic. If we switch back to, um, oh, this never goes back to a completely default, does it? You still have to mimic it. If you take this, for instance, you get this frame a couple dozen hours into the game. It's not super hard to get to where this frame is. And say you wanted to make it fairly generic design, we'll do black and red design. You black out parts, you make parts of it red. Um, for instance, those parts, mind, I'm not putting a ton of effort into this, but we'll make that red and we'll give him red energy. So kind of, I've seen this in so many different games and designs. I've seen this basically look kind of a techie red, and you can interchange the reds for other colors. For instance, that palette doesn't have a good one, but if I were to grab purple, because I know I did actually run purple for a little while. I wouldn't actually go back to red, I would go back to purple, to be frank, but you get a look kind of like this. Now this you would see. You'll see this somewhere. Will you see this somewhere? No. Will you see this somewhere? No. This actually feels very elaborate. That's oh yeah, that's because it is. I have these plates on it. But if I were to take this and apply my design to it, so that's gray, we'll grab not black, but a darker shade of gray. We'll grab that's again not black, still gray. This is why this one kind of sucks a little bit to do. But we'll take these lines, we'll give it smoke. We'll give it a bit of a lighter color in that. These are this, which I usually run. Actually, no, I was running saturated orange. Gives a nice golden hue. And then for emissive is transmission. We'll go with that shade. And then I usually leave energy alone just because you can't always see what color it is. And if I highlight that, it maintains the color. So sometimes I go back and change it later, sometimes I don't. But if you look at this, I think, it's a bit better than this. This looks like a suit from, I don't even know what. It's been forever since I've watched any of that crap, but this just doesn't do it. This, simple, elegant. It's there. It's definitely a difference. Like if I were to take this and default it, I think I would, looking at it now, I would edit the gray a little bit more. Maybe go for a little bit darker shade. This, I think, is an improvement. I'm now realizing that's basically the same gray. But which one of these looks better? I'll be frank, I think this one might look a little bit more elaborate, but admittedly I will probably do this at some point and then just do it on his skin, but run it on that. Not there, attachments. We grab chest. No, not chest. We'll grab right arm, give him this. Grab left leg, give him that. Grab left arm, give him that. Give him that. Auxiliary, we won't give him the bunny ears, although I don't regret buying those. Those are hilarious. There's a bunch of these I could run, but I don't really feel like that's the right move for Excalibur. And this was more of a Kome thing. But then we matched the color, or not, there, copy to main, which is really better, this or this, or possibly this. But I would actually lean towards this. This, to me, looks a bit better than this, and it's completely basic, and arguably better, emphasizing arguably, better than this over elaborate, vibrant. I'm not knocking people that do run different color palettes compared to just a better version of the original. This is just what I'm doing. But I do think it looks better. And I think this Limbo might be one of the few times. I think I tried to make him a suit at one point, but oh no, this one had a V2. So I originally was running off of this, and then I guess I updated it. Oh no, I changed this to be a slightly different shade, a bit darker. and I think it panned out well. It brings out the emphasis to that it is better than basic. Like you stand this next to a completely basic, haven't color paletted, which admittedly is one of the first things people do. But say you're a new player, say you just got Navara, and you don't have that option. You've got access to literally just this center line for colors. You'll see some players mess with it, some won't. Some will wait till they have more options. But then suddenly you see this roll up next to it. Now there's a difference. It's clear that I've done something. It is also a bit, in my opinion, of a subtle flex. Very subtle, but a subtle flex. Because I'll stand there in mine. You were supposed to still be on that one. That's the... If I switch off of you and then switch back, you automatically... Yeah, you automatically default. Okay. Well, that's a pain, but I guess it'll have to be white. Or it will just be white for the most part. At some point, I'll randomly find that I did this, and then it'll be like, oh yeah. But, like, look at Sevagoth. This one's a horrible example. Is this even... Did I even do this one? I did do this one. That's painful. What if I put in the orange? There. That's a little bit better. This was the original iteration I was running. This one's a bit better. But compare those two and then tell me mine's not better. You can't really. It's emphasized the basicness, but it is distinctly there. And this is basically my way of kind of using what the devs have already put in the game to just make a better version. Like just emphasizing the colors, because again, every skin is kind of just washed out, rough versions of colors. It's like dull. And then I put my finger on it and it kind of gets good. And then this one, because I'm planning on helminthing Valbin, once I have the prime version built, um, is a little bit extra fancy at the moment. Not planning on keeping that way. But the more I've done it, the more I've seen like it's subtle. Like you can't tell really the difference between the two whites, even though it's blatantly there. But this one's got a brighter white. It's not a straight white, mind you, either. This white is... Oh no, this one is straight white. Yeah, I make myself look really good when I do this, don't I? Normally, I think this might be an instance of it. No, apparently it's not. I swear there's at least a handful of cases. Maybe this is one of them. Uh, yeah, this is one of them where I grabbed this color because I found that straight white was a little too wrong with the other colors. Because this is a very pure white, whereas the whites that you get in beach are slightly yellow tint. And that to me is good. That it just takes the edge off of that white. And then there's some frames that I didn't bother doing that, but for this one I did. So, that is going to be me kind of ending this. Though for now, I've got other stuff I've got to go do. I had planned to go over to the Hunter. I may start streaming again later and do the Hunter, but people have decided I'm needed upstairs, so as a result of that, I have stuff I gotta go do. So,